Sponsored by your New England Ford dealers.
It also brings awareness to ALS, and especially Chris Munn. Like the school in general, the alumni, the brotherhood that we have, just for everyone to be back on campus and to totally like tie those knots together. It's unifying. That's how I'd put it.
Since 2014, Norwich has held a Rugby Sevens tournament in honor of Chris Munn, a 1981 graduate of the school who found a way to support the program even while battling ALS. And while he died in 2020, his impact continues to be felt on the field. Welcome in the NBC5 Sports Desk. I'm Noah Searson. The Cadets hosted schools from across our region, from the University of Vermont to Dartmouth College. Yet another reminder of how ingrained the sport has become in the Northfield community. Norwich may be a school of just over 2,100 undergraduate students, but its devotion to the sport of rugby is special.
Camaraderie here, the connection's amazing.
We're always there for each other, and rugby is like that in the sport.
It's also a military school, so we kind of attracts a lot of gritty people.
Commitment to the sport. You know, both the men and women, this is my 24th year.
Bob Wegler serves as the head coach of the men's team, as well as overseeing the entire program. One of his priorities, to bring the student athletes overseas. And in March, that meant a trip to Ireland to experience rugby culture in the Emerald Isle.
It's an international sport, so if you want to see the real culture of rugby and play to a higher level, you got to travel out of the United States.
And see the atmosphere there, completely different. It's like going to a Texas high school football game when you go see a game over there, so that's amazing.
Southlake, Texas native Chris Wayton didn't even play rugby in high school, learning the sport on campus, while some of his teammates circled Northfield on a map specifically for the program. Those two groups meshing to finish third in the country during the Fall 15 season.
We have so much depth in our roster and we have so much speed, especially two different games, that we're going to be contenders for the national championship.
The women's team is also creating buzz during the Spring Sevens season.
Norwich in particular is a very, very athletically driven population, simply because of the core tie and the military tie. And they do not shy away from like the most challenging elements of sport, and that's kind of what rugby gives to the players.
Bailey Annis is one of many alums of the program that has given back with either their time or monetary donations, allowing the women's team to celebrate 40 years in the fall, with the men's team set to reach 55 years next season. And if Sunday is any indication, momentum continues to grow on campus.
Like, girls want to come play. Like, girls want to try out for the team. And there was a point in time like we would never cut anyone because we didn't have enough, but now we can because there's so many women that want to come play, want to try the sport out, and it's like amazing to see.
On the men's side, the Catamounts coming away with a big sevens victory over Dartmouth, 28-12, to earn a tournament victory. Vermont actually beat Middlebury to get to that point, while the Big Green took down Norwich.